That 12th pick, I think McCoy's in play, Delane's in play, and Thieneman's in play. Between those three, if you was the Cowboys, where would you go?
I would probably go with the better player, so I'd have to go with Mansoor Delane. I don't know how well he fits within this team. Just not him per se, but just the abundance of corners that you have. Because then you'd have Delane, you'd have the guy you just drafted last year. Um, Forgot his name
I
already.
forgot his name too.
Um,
Didn't look that great either.
yeah, he didn't have the best season last year, but I mean, I think he'll be fine. He was still hurt, dealing with the brace. Um, but you still have him. You have Deron Bland, and then you just signed Kobe Durant. He's on a 1 year deal, but still. So that's four safeties, and then you don't really feel great about really four corners, and that's you don't really feel great about any of them playing in that nickel role. I mean, we've seen Deron Bland play in that nickel role before, but I don't know if we really want him to play in that nickel role, and I don't know if he wants to play in that nickel role going forwards,
Mhm.
going in the future. So I think Cowboys want him to play outside, so that's one. Kobe Durant, it seems like they want to slot him in that nickel role, and he's played it before, but I mean, he's better as an outside corner if you ask me. And then the guy that we just got last year, like I said, I'm blanking on his name. Shalom Ravel. Uh,
Reveal.
he's a bona fide outside corner. So now that I think that's three outside corners, you're adding Mansoor Lane to that already stacked
Mm.
room. That's another outside corner. I don't know what you would do at nickel, so I don't know how well he would fit. But just in terms as a player, he's probably the best one that I have out of those three.
Okay.
You just have to figure out who's going to play that nickel. Dylan Thieneman can come in, play that nickel role, and you guys would be set. Well, we'd be set. So there'd be no issues there. And then we're already a bit lacking in the safety room, so there wouldn't be too much competition. It would just make sense from a logistics standpoint. And then I would have Jamont McCoy last.
Okay.
I like him as a player. He's probably the best corner in the class just in terms of tape, but the injury concerns are getting to me. I'm starting to see that he may need a whole new, like surgically repaired knee. I mean, it's not the ACL; it's something to do with the cartilage, and that just might take some time. I don't even think he's going to go first round at this point. I think he might have a Savon Ravel slip, and he probably will go day two, maybe even day three, depending on how bad it is. So I'm starting to be out on Jamar McCoy. I think he's a great player. I just don't think that he is just going to be healthy enough to play.
That's a great breakdown, and I'm right there with you. So it sounds like we both want Thieneman at 12.
I like Thieneman at 12. I think he's a good player. I think there's probably better players than him, but I think he would fit into this team more than like a Mansoor Delane.
Okay. 20. Now this is where it gets interesting. Depending on who we get at 12, if we go say it's Thieneman, where do we go at 20? Because I think I ain't go cap. Like this is probably a crazy scenario, and it's just probably fan talk. But I'll think about getting McNeil Warren at 20. Get Thieneman and McNeil Warren. Is that too crazy, or is this somebody else that you would kind of prioritize at 20?
Um, I don't think that's too crazy because we still would. I think in this game we're probably going to need about three safeties.
Hmm.
You're too deep, or you're too deep, and then your nickel. I think Christian Parker wants a safety to play that nickel role. So we probably need about three of them. And we really only have one that we feel really good about. We have two others that can come in and play, but I don't know if I want them, playing long term. Um, I feel really good about Jalen Thompson, really good safety. So if we drafted Dylan Thieneman at 12, I wouldn't mind taking Emmanuel McNeil Warren at 20 and having just that third really good safety. But I think we have other holes in this team, and because the
Okay.
safety is so deep, that we'll be able to find another one that we like later on, maybe in the third round, that fourth round. It even stretches into the fifth, maybe depending on who's there. Um, but I think I would rather go edge. Just
Mm.
it edge also is a bit top heavy. I think the best edges that you're gonna find would be well, outside of Ruben Bain and David Bailey and Arvo Reese, if you have them at edge, I think the best edges that you're going to find will be in that late first round, early second round, late second round. After that, I don't think I personally would want them too much for what I have them trying to do.
Mhm.
Um, so I would rather go like a Malachi Lawrence there at a UCF. Let me see. Let me
That's
look at my
interesting.
board. I really like Malachi Lawrence. I think he's really bendy edge. I'd rather go Romello Height, R. Mason Thomas. I don't think that they like Cassius Howe because he's got those short arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think they're out on Ruben Bain. But I would rather go, yeah, R. Mason Thomas, Cassius Howe, Malachi Lawrence, Romello Height. I'd rather go with those people. I would not at 20, but I like Max Llewellyn at 92 if he's still there on the board. Even Harold Perkins. I think he's a good.
Sneaky. That's a sneaky.
He's sneaky. He's a linebacker. He's an edge. I think he can do it both. I think he's better going forward. So he can play that edge, that outside linebacker position. But at 20, I'd rather go Malachi Lawrence and then see if we can get one of these safeties in the third, fourth, fifth round.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.